Happy Friday, everybody. It's hashtag FAQ Friday live from the Lake District. And this week's frequently asked question has come from a number of different organisations who, in blatant terms, are really struggling mentally with what's going on in media channels and what's going on in the country, obviously with change of leadership, etc. So it is actually causing quite a bit of worry and angst out there. So what would I say? Well, first of all, focus on what you can control. Do not focus on what you can't control. And I know it's easy for me to say, but it is the best way forward for you right now. Put your own oxygen mask on and look after your own health and well-being. But a lot of people are saying it's actually affecting all the teams as well. And what would you suggest? Well, first of all, there is a lot out there, a lot of help and support out there. Hospitality Action for the hospitality industry is brilliant at being the go-to people. But we've got Mental Health First Aid England, who are amazing at helping and supporting you. They've got shed loads of free resources on there to help and support you and your teams, and actually they're great at helping and supporting managers to look out for mental health issues or well-being issues, because there's lots of concern about financial matters, health, mental health and well-being, lots of concerns about how people are going to survive, and there's lots of areas where you can actually access and find out what are the signs. I'll give you some shortly, but I just want to help and support you to have non-judgmental conversations, and have a culture in your organisation that talks openly to all your teams, and you talk openly about everything, about financial matters, about the health and well-being, about any concerns that any of your teams or you're having, and surround yourself with like-minded, positive people. Do not surround yourself with negative people, because that can rip your oxygen mask off very quickly. And see how you can support everybody. Put policies, procedures in place to offer support, and help people, to live in the present, which is so important when people are struggling. Living in the present is enormous, and really, really helps people to focus on how to not just survive but thrive in these current times. It's really important. And I'll tell you another thing is limit yourself digitally, especially off media channels, because some of the elements on there can be quite upsetting, quite frightening, and can put you in a fear situation very quickly. But there's lots of help out there. So Mental Health England, Hospitality Action. I know you'll have probably seen on one of my Showcase Sundays, we might actually showcase it again this week, and that's Hannah Cleesby, who talks about being mental health first aid or mental health awareness, which gives you all the tools that you need to help and support you and your team. Because the one thing that I think is really important that we all should do regularly is keep asking for help, keep communicating. That is so important. When people stop communicating, that's a big red flag. And if someone's got changes in behaviour, whether they've started to change completely to how they normally are, that is another one. Changes in behaviour, withdrawn, agitated, restless, tearful, moody. There could be other things going on here, but if someone's always positive and suddenly they're negative and seeing the bad side of things, or if they're suddenly late all the time and they've never had that before, or absenteeism, etc., or if they started smelling of alcohol or using recreational drugs or anything, these are all areas that it needs to be sorted. You need to be looking at how you can help and support each individual. So Other elements that you can see is whether someone's got weight loss or weight gain, or changes in appearance, whether they're not caring about their appearance. Suddenly it's unironed or unclean clothes that they're coming to work with. There's so many things, but having that, creating an open culture where everyone knows it's acceptable to talk about everything, all the concerns, financial health, well-being, mental health is really important. But so much free resources out there to help and support you, but make sure you have non-judgmental conversations. Talk openly. Communication is the key. Limit yourself on any negative media channels, and offer support, offer help and support, and contact these organisations and see how you can have that open view within your organisation and open culture to help and support each other. And look after yourselves. Look after yourselves, it's really important. I find cold water swimming really helpful, and a run as well. Exercise is great for it. So if someone's used to exercise and they've suddenly stopped, just look at what's going on. There's all sorts of triggers out there. But we had Helen Goad on from the Anxiety Slayer just a couple of weeks ago on a Showcase Sunday. She's an incredible lady who, if someone's suffering from anxiety or fear or phobias or anything at all that's being triggered right now, she literally cuts it, and it might just be one session, it might be a couple of sessions. It's not a long-term thing. It's she slays the anxiety pretty quick, and has great case studies with regard to that. So contact her. Her details are obviously on the Showcase Sunday. We'll put links in here with it. But Hannah Cleesby, who actually teaches mental health awareness and mental health first aid, so she is a great lady to contact and see if you can help and support. So we'll put her details on. So, and hospitality action as well, for the hospitality businesses out there. So I hope this has been helpful. Please keep thinking, keep focused on what you can control, not what you can't. If you focus on what you can't control, you're not going to get anywhere. We as individuals cannot find a new Prime Minister. So don't focus on that. And I know it's easy for me to say, but seriously, we've got to focus on our businesses, how we can help and support our teams. We've got to focus on what we can do in our businesses and looking out for our ideal clients and making sure that all our ideal clients are being looked after. Because if you find that your ideal client is a market that's currently not able to come and visit you or experience your product, facility or service right now, have a look at who else it could attract, but keep in touch with your ideal clients, and look at ways in which to help and support each individual. So I hope that's helped. Lots in there, I know, but please look after yourselves. Oxygen mask on fully, and please take care. Okay, as always, I'm here to help and support you. Alison at ajlakes.com. Thank you. Bye bye.